Welcome back to Mint, where we explore the world of personal finance, making it simple and relatable for you. Whether you're looking to earn, spend, save, or invest, we've got you covered.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
Building or buying a home is a big step, and while it's exciting to imagine turning the key for the first time, getting professional advice is crucial. Working with experts can save you money, reduce stress, and prevent you from rushing into a decision you might regret. One of the first professionals you should speak with is an architect. They can provide valuable insights and guidance whether you're building a new home or renovating an existing one.
Building or buying a house is an exciting experience. To some, it is like a dream, but as exciting as you might be about bringing it to life and turning the key in the door for the first time, getting additional professional advice and assistance is essential. It can save you money, spare you the stress and regret that comes with making a bad decision, and help not to rush into a decision you will have to live with forever. An architect is one of the first professionals you need to talk to.
An architect is someone who's able to package a client's vision, draw it out, and basically build it up.
The architect will design the layout of the house so that it is convenient for you to move and live in your home. For example, an architect will plan the sizes of rooms with the maximum usefulness of the area.
For buying a house, you find that the architect is able to guide you in terms of money saved up. There's the option of building, which essentially gives you capital appreciation. On the other side, there's the option of buying a home, which you find is an option clients go for when they don't have the time horizon needed to construct a home.
When buying a house, an architect will be able to guide you on which developers to work with in the market. People who have products which can cater for your needs, guide you in terms of location, approvals you need, the sale process, and other items involved in the buying process.
An architect is able to delineate and point you towards the right direction, whether it's building or buying or renting.
The responsibilities of an architect are to advise his or her client, study their needs, to prepare, direct and coordinate design, and to supervise works executed under a building contract. An architect also gives such regular supervision and inspection as may be necessary to ensure that the works are being executed in general accordance with the contract. However, constant supervision does not form part of his normal duties.
The construction process begins at the inception stage when you meet a client and essentially you get the client brief. Basically, a client comes and tells you, hey, look, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom house. Or if you're doing a residential community, I have 2 acres of land and I'm looking for maybe 8 units of houses. And you basically take that brief and looking at issues such as zoning laws, plot ratios, plot coverages. You come back and tell the client, okay, this is possible, this is not possible. And you basically have a meeting of the minds whereby you agree essentially on what the brief is.
An architect as a professional is protected by law, and there are certain statuses that specify who should be called an architect and who should practice as an architect. One of the things you look at is the educational background, where they trained, also affiliation to professional associations such as the Architectural Association of Kenya. In most cases, an architect also acts as an adjudicator or mediator in instances of disputes arising on site between the client and contractor.
For a new buyer or for a new client who essentially wants to engage the services of an architect, the first thing I would advise them to do is to log on to the AAK website, or rather the Borax website, and look for qualified architects. They're usually listed and they usually have registration numbers. And with that, you're able to single out a number of architects you can work with. You can approach them, ask them for their portfolio of works, looking at essentially what they've worked on in the past, projects they've completed. And if their portfolio is in line with what you're looking at, then you can engage them further on.
Earn it, spend it, save, invest.
With nearly 30 years in the Kenyan media, Eric Latif has built a successful career leveraging his voice and passion for the industry. He began as a radio producer earning 15,500 Kenya shillings in 1997 and has since come a long way. In this Money and Fame segment, Latif talks about his experience with matatus and boda bodas, compensation through exposure, and his reflections on retirement savings.
So my name is Eric Latif. I am a journalist, radio and TV host. I wanted to be a broadcaster. I didn't know anything about voice and all those things. Until now, people start saying, but you have a voice. You can be on radio. You can record documentaries. You can do commercials. You qualify. Just read the script. And I read the script and I was paid. And I was like, hiya. Kumbe. And then they say, that is the good voice. That's when I realized, oh, kumbe, this thing was not just me, my dream. Even God supported this dream. I think about money in terms of what do I need to do, the needs that I have, dreams and aspirations, and what it means to finance them. I'm not like those people who say, I am so strict on my finances. I can tell you where every shilling went. Nim. I can board at Nduvi. I haven't boarded at Nduvi in a long while. I actually haven't been on a matatu in a very long time, but it's not because I cannot board a matatu. I'm easy. I don't have those issues, can't go downtown. I can't enter this place because, come on. I just want to live for myself. It's me who's earning the money anyway. It's me who's spending that money anyway. So I do not want to live, these two lives where you have this life that is your real life and then you have this other life that is your public life and public things that you do. Absolutely no. My first monthly thingy was 15,500. Yeah, I think that was in 1997. I was a senior producer at the radio station. I was making a lot of money. I was still in college. I had money. Paid with exposure? Yes, many times. Even now, there are gigs that I do not for exposure, but because, I want to do it. Because it means something, because I connect with what is being done, what the campaign is, what the job is all about. I connect with it, so I'll do it. It's not about the money. So to supplement my income, I'm employed, for example, at Nation Media Group. Those are my side gigs. My main gig is working for Eric Latif. I run an agency called Zeza Digital. Don't think about money. You're starting your career, don't think about money in terms of how much money you're getting paid for this, how much money you're worth. I've got value, I've got life to live. If you think about that, and I see that many times, I think that's a big mistake. Think about your value, who you are, what do you want to do? You're just starting off your career. What value do you have? What value are you presenting to those that you're working with and for? That is your true worth. Once you have defined that and they can all see how much you're worth, then now you can have the money conversation and see, this is what I am doing, this is what I'm worth, and therefore, how close are you getting to meeting this? On the expenditure side, don't live for others, just live your life. You know what you're doing, you're starting off your life. Think about the basics that you need and start thinking about savings, investment, and retirement. Go into all those spaces where people are having these kind of conversations. Educate yourself on what you need to do to secure a fine nest egg, to think about your retirement, because for sure, retirement is coming. Retirement will come. It's very close for me. I wish I'd be taken back to 27 years ago. I just live my life. I am in public, but I am not public, right? I live a quiet life. I live my life. Those who are close to me know me and we engage. Many people, by the way, that you will find on radio and TV, they are introverts, and I'm one of them. So we spend our time with ourselves. I believe that the biggest gift is just reminding somebody what they mean to you. I think that's the deeper communication. Even for me, what I feel that I enjoy is when somebody just shows me what I mean to them. It's, does this person actually make you feel special? Are you truthfully telling this person what they mean to you? And I do that with my two girls, my wife and my daughter.
Our chat with media icon Eric Latif on money and fame was inspiring, offering valuable lessons throughout. In particular, his insights into his career, savings, and perspective on life were truly invaluable. That's it for this episode of Mint. We hope you're living with fresh ideas about investing, spending, and what it takes to keep going as an entrepreneur, and maybe a new respect for flair too. For more information, visit mint@mula.co.ke or tv47.digital. Stay safe and keep minting. Until next week, I'm Lydia Nyawera.